Welcome back. Police in Chennai have arrested a man after he kidnapped a child to force his mother to live with him. Our crime reporter Salim has the details.
It was a nightmare for Vimla and her family after a man known to her abducted her 2.5-year-old son. The man, identified as Satish, then tried to persuade Vimla to live with him.
சுதாகரங்க முட்டை கொடுக்கணும் அப்படினு சொன்னாங்க. அதனால அவன் வரவே இல்ல அப்படினு நாங்க கேட்டதுக்கு அவன் வந்து சதீஷ்ன்றவன் வந்து குழந்தை அவங்க அம்மாக்கு அந்த பையனுக்கு உடம்பு சரியில்லையா அவங்க அம்மா வந்து கூட்டிட்டு வர சொன்னாங்கன்னு என்ன வச்சு என்ன கூட்டிட்டு வர சொன்னாங்க அப்படினு சொல்லி அப்படியே கிளம்பி போயிட்டு.
The police were called in. Signals from the man's mobile phone led the police to Tiruvannamalai, where he was arrested and the child was rescued. The entire rescue operation reportedly lasted for 6 hours. A case has been booked against the man under Section 363 of the Indian Penal Code for kidnapping and under Section 506 for threatening the child's mother. The man was produced before a local court in Chennai and then sent to Pural prison. In Chennai, with camera person Naveen and reporter Salim, Avinash for Ndtv-Hindu.
We here at Ndtv-Hindu have been campaigning against child abuse through Justice for Children. We have been receiving all of your comments and are still open to more, so do keep them coming in. Union Law Minister Veerappa Moily, who visited the city today, expressed his solidarity with our campaign.
We support for justice for children, and the justice to children is the first priority of our government.
All right, sir. Yeah. What about the law which you're going to bring about? You're just saying, sir?
Yeah, we are going to bring that, the sex abuse, the children's abuse, particularly on the internet, and that will be totally prevented, and we are going to deal with that.
Okay. So if you'd like to join us in our fight against child abuse, write in with your comments to feedback@ndtv-hindu.com. You can also call us or send us a message at 9941322222. We will take all your views to the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Now here's a roundup of what's making news in the world of business. It's not just the fuel prices that are set to go up in April. Car makers are also planning to hike prices by up to 3% next month. Nithila brings you more.
Joseph and Rosa have been planning to buy a new car for some time now. The 2% hike in excise duty announced in the new budget has forced them to pick up their car in a hurry.
We came here and paid some advance in end of February. At that time we had no idea that it may go up. Then all of a sudden we got a letter from them saying that there are 2% excise duty increase, which we have to pay, and we have no choice. And I think better now itself rather than going further April, because there may be another increase, possibilities are there.
The minimum price rise for small cars is expected to be around 2,000 rupees and up to 71,000 rupees for luxury models. Top car makers such as Hyundai, Maruti, Toyota and Ford have indicated they're hiking prices. In a bid to beat the price hike, there's a record surge in the demand for cars as new prices take effect on the 1st of April.
In March, the sales are being driven by another expected price increase which was announced as early as the beginning of the year. And also the interest rates are set for a hike, so loans may get costlier in April. So the price increase as well as the increase in interest rates are driving the sales in March. March has been a very, very good month for all dealers.
The price hike for cars is primarily driven by spiraling raw material costs. Also, changes in emission regulations have made it mandatory for cars to be compatible with cleaner fuel. The new price for cars in April will be the third hike since January.
Experts say there will be continued pressure from raw materials in the coming quarters. Banks are also expected to hike interest rates for vehicle loans. Looks like turning your dream into reality is getting more expensive with every passing day. In Chennai with camera person Devraj, Nithila, Ndtv-Hindu.
The markets held on to their second day gain with the Sensex and the Nifty gaining almost 0.5%. Auto and banking stocks led the rally, while realty stocks saw a dip on fresh speculation about fresh interest rates pressure.
We actually closed at a new 2-year high, but it almost went unnoticed because first of all, we never took out the January intraday high of 53.10, and secondly, there was absolutely no momentum in the market. So the bulls can still celebrate that they've closed at a new 52-week high and a new 2-year high. If they have their eyes set on a new lifetime high, it'll probably take a few years because based on the evidence we have got in the market now, there's absolutely no momentum. Now intraday today, Nifty, it was stuck in a 30-point range from 9 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon, and it was really painful. We had a bit of choppiness, but that was all 5-10 points. As I said, 30 points on an index at 5,300 is really painful, and it was a trader's nightmare. What sectors went up? Two main sectors that gained about 1.5%. First, you had the auto stocks, Bajaj Auto 5%, big heavyweight there that ensured a big spike in the Nifty. And again, Tata Motors, Mahindra & Mahindra. Again, auto stocks, they have been big leaders over the last 1 year. They came back today, and the pack as a whole gained about 1.5%. The other sector which gained about 1% was the banking pack. You had a mixture of PSU banks and small private sector banks gaining 3-4% in trade, and the bankex as a whole gained about 1%. The only sector which was sulking a bit today was the IT pack. The IT index is at a lifetime high. Many of these stocks are making new lifetime highs almost every day. But today, the rupee closed at a new 2-year high, tracking the equity markets, and these stocks probably took a bit of knock. No major damages, 1.5%, 2% down, but you can still call them a bit of profit booking, and ahead of Infosys results mid-April. Now again, we are very close to that 52-week high, closed at a new 2-year high. So bulls can still celebrate party over the weekend, but there's no momentum in the market, and lifetime high will probably take a few years because we're gaining 15-20 points on a daily basis, and that's hardly any momentum to talk about.
As summer begins, power cuts are likely to return. The World Wildlife Fund is organizing Earth Hour around the world to highlight the need for the conservation of energy. Our reporter Minal Shah brings you this story.
On Saturday, the 27th of March, people around the world will turn off lights and shut down equipment for an hour to tell the world the need to conserve energy. Chennai will observe for the first time what is known as Earth Hour between 8:30 and 9:30 p.m. Tamil Nadu's electricity board, which takes part in the event, hopes to save up to 50 megawatts of power in Chennai and up to 85 megawatts in the rest of Tamil Nadu. Earth Hour was launched in 2007 in Australia. It has now become an annual global event. Earth Hour in Chennai has received full backing from the Environment and the Forest Department and the Information Technology Department, of course.
We have climbed in terms of consumption of an unprecedented scale. This is on the one side. We are all very happy with all the deals which are being given to us by various corporates and companies in giving us the best possible electrical appliances, but I think it's good for us to remember that we should be as conservative as possible.
This year, the Earth Hour will be observed in Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Bangalore and Kolkata.
So on March 27th, if you find your neighborhood in darkness between 8:30 to 9:30 p.m., don't worry, it's not an unannounced power cut for a change, but people coming together to save the environment. In Chennai, with camera person Srinivas, Minal Shah, Ndtv-Hindu.
And the chairman of the Tamil Nadu Electricity Board, C.P. Singh, now joins us live on the Late Night News. Welcome to the show, sir. For the past 2 weeks or so, Chennaiites have been facing unannounced power cuts. How long is this expected to continue?
These things have to improve shortly. In about maximum 1 week to 2 weeks time, I think will require for our unit to come back to the bar. And NTPC's unit has come back to the bar today, but has yet to pick up the full load. Neyveli Lignite Corporation says that they will take 2 to 3 weeks to improve the full generating capacity, but things have to improve. Things are likely to improve in days to come.
Right, Mr. Singh, we here at Ndtv-Hindu have observed and carried stories about a lot of pilfering of electricity in many pockets of the city like Velicheri. What action are you taking to stop this?
One thing. Let me just dispel the assumption that you have. It is not lot of pilferage. I do admit that in some areas there are issues. Particularly the place which you are referring in South Madras, there are certain areas where there is an issue. In one particular place, in fact, the matter has been taken to the Honorable High Court and the matter is sub judice. Kallukutte, there is particularly a place, in fact it is near your office. Near your office there is a place where some unauthorized tappings are there. But the matter is sub judice, so we may not be able to, basically I may not be able to comment anything on that. But we have been trying to convince the people that they need to take the connection officially, and we are willing to give them whoever is willing to take the connection officially.
All right, we'll have to wrap it at that, but thanks very much for speaking to us on the Late Night News. Still ahead, actor Ajit goes back to his first love. We'll tell you more, but that's in a moment.